Thanks for joining me today. We're going to start this practice in a wide-legged child's pose. Walking the hands forward, slowly lowering down, allowing that forehead to come to the mat. Taking 5 to 7 rounds of breath here, meeting yourself on the mat, surrendering to your practice. Maybe saying thank you to yourself for showing up. Slowly, we're going to peel up, coming into an all fours position. Once you get here, we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to arc through the spine and take the gaze up. And exhale, we round, taking that gaze back. Do this a few times, syncing up that movement with your breath. Nice, steady inhales, slow and steady exhales here. Slowly, we're going to go ahead and tuck those toes. Walk the hands slightly forward, coming in for downward facing dog. Nice pedal of those feet. Opening up through that lower body here, pushing through the shoulders. Come up onto those fingertips and walk back to the back of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to peel ourselves up slowly, inhaling up and exhaling those hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale those arms up, slice through the sky, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to come up halfway lift, and on our exhale, we'll fold. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. And slowly we switch. Right arm comes down, left arm reaches up. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back into that forward fold. Inhale for another halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Slowly, we're going to walk the hands forward, coming into a plank position. Go ahead and take that gaze forward. We're going to lower down into our chaturanga. And then we're going to push back, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Go ahead and roll onto those toes, coming up into a plank. We're going to go ahead and take that chaturanga into our upward facing dog and back into our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Roll it forward, plank, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Beautiful little waves. Full round of breath here. And go ahead and sweep that left leg up. Three-legged dog. Bend through the knee and open up in the hips. I'm going to roll it forward and step it in between the hands. We're going to interlace our thumbs here and take them up and overhead, opening through the shoulders, keeping them together. Big round of breath. Beautiful. Beautiful. Release that grip. Hands come down to the mat. Long pyramid pose. Straighten through that left leg and bow down. Inhale, we'll come up half lift. And exhale, we bow over that left leg. If that left leg needs to be bent, not a big deal. Pull it back slightly here. We're coming in for a standing split, keeping both of the hands on the mat here. Just getting that right leg as high as you can. And then gently we're going to step that foot back on a pivot, coming in for our exalted warrior. And full round of breath here. We're going to come back into a Skandasana and then back up into our exalted warrior. And let's do that again. Back into our Skandasana and then our exalted warrior. Slowly we pivot around, pivot on that back foot, lower that back knee, and push back, half splits. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, we fold. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, we fold. Beautiful. Roll it forward, back into that low lunge. Go ahead and bring the hands at the heart. Revolve it open to the left, and then bring that elbow to the knee. Trying to get the hands as close to the heart as we can. Slowly, we're going to open back out into our warrior two and go ahead and exalt the warrior. Full round of breath here before we slowly pivot back around into that low lunge and push it back into our half splits. And we're going to smile and laugh because we're having fun. And then slowly we're going to come back into that low lunge. Go ahead and take your hands, prayer position at your heart. Twist over towards the left and hook that right elbow onto that left knee. And again, we're pivoting on that back foot, opening up warrior two. And taking our exalted warrior. I take a full round of breath. And then windmill those arms to frame that foot. We're going to step that left foot back into three-legged dog. Bend through the knee. Maybe allow the leg to come back. Allow the foot to come towards the mat for our wild thing. Opening through the chest. And slowly lowering the hips down here. Allow that knee to drop. Left hand comes behind us. Push up through the hips. Little baby wild thing. Slowly we pivot back around. Hands come to the mat. Left knee comes to the mat. Right leg behind us. Go ahead and bend through that right leg. And we're going to take knee to nose here. Inhaling that knee to nose. And then exhaling when we open it up. Little cat-cow. It's fun to stretch through that leg and it just feels really nice in the back. Do this a few times, feeling that burn. And then when it feels good, you can try for tiger pose, reaching that left hand around to grab that right ankle. Maybe a little kick in action to open up through that left shoulder here. Should feel nice and stretchy. Slowly we release. No slingshots happening here. Bringing that right foot up in between the hands. Go ahead and tuck the back toes. We're going to bring those hands together and interlace the thumbs again and take them up and overhead. Taking a full round of breath here. And one more full round of breath. Beautiful. Framing that foot, long pyramid, straightening through that right leg here. Inhaling, halfway lift, and exhaling, fold. Inhale, lift, and exhale, we fold. Beautiful. Pull that foot back just a touch. We're coming up for our forward fold. Inhale, we're halfway lifting, and we're folding. Inhale, we're going to peel all the way up to standing, and exhale those hands down to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale those arms down to come up. Slice through the sky, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful. Hands come to the mat. Both feet step back plank. Coming in chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Let's meet back. Downward facing dog. Nice full round of breath here. Take that right leg up. Bend through the knee. Open up the hips here. Go ahead and take that knee to nose before we step that right foot in between the hands. We're going to lower down that left knee and go ahead and bring those arms up and overhead, interlacing those thumbs to bring the shoulders together, lengthening through the spine here. Go ahead and take another full round of breath. And go ahead and bring the hands to the mat, straighten through that front leg, pyramid pose. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, we fold. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, we fold. Take a full round of breath here. And then slightly pulling that right foot back, coming into our standing splits. Just trying to bring that chest towards the thigh and the knee. A bend in that right leg is perfect. Big step back with the left leg, coming in for our exalted warrior. Nice round of breath. And then coming back to our flying Skandasana, and then pivoting back around into our exalted warrior. And then coming back for that Skandasana, and then back into our exalted warrior. Beautiful. Take a full round of breath here. And then go ahead and frame that foot. Lower down that knee and send those hips back, half splits. Once again, we're inhaling and then exhaling to fold. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, folds. And one more time. Inhale, we'll lift and fold. Rolling it forward. Coming back into that low lunge. Hands at the heart. Twist over towards the right. Hook that left elbow onto that right knee. And maybe lift the back knee. Trying to bring the hands to heart center. Pivoting open on that back foot. Opening up those arms. Warrior two. Beautiful. Next inhale takes us back into our exalted warrior. And then we come around, framing that foot, lowering that back knee down, pushing back, half splits. Beautiful. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, we fold. Inhale lifts us up, and on the exhale, we fold. Go ahead and breathe. Take a full round of breath. And slowly rolling it forward. Go ahead and bring those hands back to the heart, twisting over to the right, hooking that elbow to the knee, and maybe lifting that back knee off of the mat. Continuing to breathe here, really filling into the abdominal area. And pivoting on that back foot, opening back up into our warrior two. Next inhale brings us to our exalted warrior. Round of breath. Beautiful. Take the hands back to the mat. We're going to sweep that right leg all the way back through a three-legged dog, and then maybe flipping that dog, finding our wild thing. Full round of breath here. And then we're going to lower down to our booties. Allow that knee to come towards the mat on the right side. That right hand comes behind us and we push those hips up. Little baby wild thing. Coming back to the mat, bringing that right knee to the mat. Left leg lifts. Bend through that knee and take those cat-cows here by rounding that knee to nose and then taking that foot all the way towards the head. It's just a general direction here. Doing this a few times, syncing up with the breath, that knee to nose, and then we exhale to round. Beautiful job. We're going to try for a tiger pose if you want. Reaching that right hand around to grab that left ankle and opening up through that right shoulder. Another full round of breath here. And it's a slow release. We're not slingshotting it. And then we're going to step that left foot in between the hands. We're going to take those arms up and overhead, interlacing those thumbs, pulling the shoulders together here, pulling away from the ears. Beautiful full round of breath. And then bringing the hands to the mat, coming in for a long pyramid pose here, folding over that left leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful. Stepping that right foot up to meet the left. Coming up, halfway lift. And then we're going to peel ourselves all the way up to standing. Go ahead and take the arms up and overhead. And exhale them down to heart center. Go ahead and take you a nice steady inhale. And exhale. Inhale those arms up. Slice through the sky, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back, coming in through a plank position. Take that gaze forward. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, upward facing dog. Tucking those toes, sending the hips back, coming into our child's pose. Forehead can come towards the mat. And then we're going to roll into our upward facing dog. Toes can stay tucked. And then back into our child's pose. Doing this a few times, feeling into the spine here, allowing the body to start to calm down just a little bit. Beautiful. Go ahead and take this one more time, this roll forward into our up dog, and then push it back. This time we can find child's pose. Just keep the arms reaching forward. We are active here. Allowing your breathing to come back to a steady flow. If you had those toes tucked, you can go ahead and untuck them. Feeling the energy coursing through you here. Maybe giving yourself a job well done. And slowly we'll go ahead and push up, coming into a kneeling seat at the back of the mat. You can go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. Sending yourself some gratitude here. Showing up is the hardest part, and you made it all the way through. Way to go. Thank you for practicing with me. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat.